John Coleman, I'm sure that's a tough night to take.
It depends on what way you look at it. You know, football's a funny game. Perception, you know, we've drew the game 2-2. It feels to us like a loss, it feels to them like a win. I've been on the end of that many a time, you know, both sides of the coin, so I know how it feels. I'm more disappointed for me players than I am for me, to be honest, because of how well we played. And, you know, it's two completely consistent styles of football. I've got nothing against the way they play, you know, like, I'm not one of these people who turn their nose up about styles of football. Whatever's effective is effective, and they're really good at what they do, and I respect it a lot. And we play a different style, and you're seeing the outcome of the game. You know, we dominated the game for long periods, kept our shape, maybe overplayed a little bit in the second half, but pinned them back so they never laid a glove on us at any stage in the second half, till injury time. And then, you know, we've defended set plays and corners really well since I've been here. And then it's a cheap header for the first one, and it's a ridiculous goal for the second one. You know, he's put it in from a yard with his foot. You know, that's the disappointing thing. They hadn't looked like scoring at any stage in the second half. That was the thing, and we'd knocked on the door and eventually found a way to get it open. But I think I know results don't reflect that because we've only took 2 points out the last 3 games. But I think at this moment in time, we're probably the best team in the league. But it's no point being the best team in the league if you're not the best team in the league at accumulating points. And that's something that we've got to add to our game. It's no good playing the best football if it doesn't mean anything. So I'm not going to be one of these people who's jealous and stick my chest out and say, yeah, we are the best. We're playing, probably said their own words there, and we're the best team in the league. At this moment in time, we're probably playing the best football. But we've got to be pragmatic with our football, and it's got to count for points, because football isn't an artistic merit. It's not an aesthetic. You don't get points for aesthetic or artistic impression. It's about the hard currency of goals. And you've got to put them in, you've got to keep them out. And we missed a couple of good chances tonight. And we let a couple of soft goals in, which has plagued us. We've let 7 goals in the last 3 games. And that would point to a leaky defence. Do we look leaky? No, we don't really give up many chances. So we've just got to tighten up the ones that we do get.
If you look at those goals, it's set pieces are killing you, as you know.
Well, tonight they did. They haven't in the previous games. But you know, it's something that we have to address. You losing big cash, but you're losing a lot of height. We haven't got a lot of height in our team. We know that. So we have to do with what we have to do with them. You know, I don't think they have many corners anyway. Probably got a good strike rate with the corners tonight. But that's football, and you know, if we're going to play this way, we've got to play it better. So for all the possession we had, we didn't. All right, we had 20 shots on goal, but 6 on target, and we let them push us out the box too much. And we've got to play a bit more with a purpose. We're not Man City, we're not Arsenal. You know, we're not that type of team who can play like that. Nor would I want us to play like that. I think it's boring. And I think we got into that stage for about 20 minutes of the second half. I think we can have more attacks or more threatening attacks. But give the lads the duty of patience enough to keep going, keep doing it the right way, or what we perceive as the right way. And if eventually, you know, I got a good goal, but the good goal come from a cross, which I was time and time again, I was telling us we had to get men in the box and we had to put the ball in the box. Thankfully, we did put the ball in the box and we did score.
The pleasing thing, I suppose, that you have to take from the game is that the football that you've played delivered 2 great goals.
Yeah, and you know, we are impressing the way we're playing, and they're impressing me and Danny, you know, and the rest of the coaching staff. But we've got to start winning. I'd sooner win. Danny made a comment in there to the lads just before we left the changing rooms, and he said to them, listen, you know, go away, have a break for a week, but if you don't think you can make Europe when you come, but don't come back. You know, that's the harsh reality. We've got a team who's capable of qualifying for Europe if we tidy it up. And it's our job to tidy it up.
Well, we appreciate your talk to us. Thanks a million.
Thank you.